Well, we begin with new conflicts from the partial shutdown of the federal government that could continue into January as more agencies run out of funding. President Trump is now also threatening to close the border with Mexico if Democrats refuse his demand for money to build the wall on the southern border. Mr. Trump has lowered his asking price for the wall. Democrats plan to pass legislation to try to restore the government when they take control of the House on Thursday. Nicole Killion is at the White House with the latest. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning to you, Anthony. And we are now entering the second week of this partial government shutdown. Last night, President Trump had dinner with the vice president and other advisors who have been key negotiators in this shutdown fight with congressional Democrats. But so far, neither side seems to be letting up, leaving federal workers in limbo.
John Martin, an engineering technician for the Federal Aviation Administration, is one of the victims of the political gamesmanship that has highlighted this shutdown.
It's a little frustrating because as a federal worker, you feel sometimes like you're hostage to this.
Martin is one of 380,000 workers who have been furloughed. 420,000 others, including TSA screeners and Border Patrol officers, are working without pay. President Trump canceled plans to host his glitzy annual New Year's Eve party at his Palm Beach resort Mar-a-Lago and will stay at the White House. The president has apparently agreed to lower his demand for a full $5 billion to build the border wall, a number unacceptable to Democrats.
We gave them our most recent offer. We came down off of our $5 billion offer. We were fully expecting them to come back and continue those negotiations. Last night they called us and said that they weren't even going to counter that.
Democrats say the president's latest threat to shut down the southern border unless he gets his money is not helping the shutdown impasse.
The president ought to get over this syndrome of his television show, "You're fired, you're shut down, we're going to walk away, we're going to get out of your sandbox and you can't play in it."
Meanwhile, John Martin will only get one more paycheck unless the government opens up soon.
We shouldn't be penalized.
The Environmental Protection Agency had additional funds to stay open an extra week, but as of midnight, it began furloughing many of its 14,000 employees. Michelle?
A lot of folks want this over and soon. Thanks, Nicole.